Let's start with Forest and then make our way to Portal last.
Ooh, Forest.
Ooh, Forest. Let's just start with Fairy Circle, I guess. Fairy Circle, 1 play point. Spell! Put 2 fairies in your hand. I think we've seen this card before. This is a reprint from Standard set.
10 out of 10.
10 out of 10? Yeah.
Yep.
10 out of 10. I agree. Like, most of the reprint cards that they've done, they are just really, really good cards. Yeah, why? On. Alright. Let's move this over. 10 out of 10. If Brambles was around, I would say this card's absolutely busted. It should never ever have done it, but Brambles rotates. So you're gonna have a lot of potential with this card, with like Elf Song and other cards that like combo pieces. Also a decent play on 1, just to give you 2 fairies on turn 2. Yeah, a great card. When it's good, it's like busted. It's usually just fine by itself. Because Forest likes having, it does 3 things for Forest. It increases your hand size. It gives you cards that you can use to increase the card count per turn, and it puts small creatures on the board that you can buff. So it does everything that Forestcraft wants.
There's no downside to the card.
Yeah, and there's no downside to it. It's just good. It is a Forestcraft staple. Alright. Servant of Unkilling. 2 play point, 2/2. Fanfare, give enemy follower -1 attack till the end of your opponent's turn. This is part of the Unkilling archetype, or like kind of mini theme. It's a fighter. It's fighting stats. It's already got that. That's decent. And the effect is helps you trade. This is better going second, I think, on curve, because you can. If you're going first, you have really nothing to target unless you have a 1-drop. But going second, you can stop their 2-drop from trading into your 2-drop. I don't know if it's that good.
This card's really, it's just above average 2-drop. Like any above average 2-drop is just good.
Yeah.
There's a lot of cards that it competes with though in Forest, like Insect Lord.
Oh yeah, right now in Forest, for most of Forestcraft's really good cards are 2-drops. So it's hard to fit in there. Because like yeah, Falconeer, Insect Lord, Rain. We might see what's her name? The other choose card come back. She was kind of kicked out of the deck by Falconeer, but she might come back because of the loss of Brambles. Paula, that's her name. I'm gonna give this a 5. Just solid.
Yeah, I would agree. 5. Not game breaking. It's pretty. I don't know if it's balanced. It seems a little bit too strong, but
yeah. But I mean, you play with cards that are the strongest cards in the game when you're playing constructed.
exactly.
Whispering Woods. This is the neutral. This is the neutral forest card that neutral forest always wanted, but it's all rotated out. You play point amulet. Countdown 1. Select an enemy follower. It can't attack next turn. At the end of your turn, put a random Forestcraft follower from your deck into your hand. Enhance 4. Add 2 to this amulet's countdown. This is a card that says, draw Beauty and the Beast. otherwise, I think it might be a. You can like kind of tempo your opponent out while drawing cards. Is fine. It replaces itself. It doesn't like remove anything off the board.
Especially for right now, 2-drops for forest is super important. If you're playing this on turn 2, you're just.
I don't think you really ever want to play this on turn 2. I think I think it's for later in the game. Maybe for the enhanced cost, so it can stop 3 attacks, which is a lot better. Oh no, it doesn't stop 3 attacks. It only stops 1 attack, but draws you 3 cards.
Yep, it's horrible.
Okay. And you give it
0.
0. Playing this card will make you lose the game. All right.
Yep. Honestly, yeah, it legit loses you the game if you play this card.
Alright, I'm gonna give it a 2 because it might see play in unlimited neutral forest.
Oh my god. Okay, alright, I give it a 1 if you're putting it in unlimited.
A 1. Alright, a 1. It doesn't matter. It's just bad card. For rotation, especially. Not terrible in Take 2, but still kind of bad because Take 2 you want to have you want to be proactive on board a lot of the time. Furious Mountain Deity. The 4 point 3/4 from the 5/6. Whenever it attacks, gain +1 attack, and when it evolves, you gain +2 attack instead. And it has enhanced 7, gain +2/+2 and rush. Forestcraft has. I think Forestcraft has a lot of really bad 4-drops in bronze. They keep on pushing that. They keep on pushing bad 4-drops. This is not an exception. It's good in Take 2. Definitely solid card for Take 2. Because of the rush. Otherwise. So just on that, like being a good card for Take 2, I'm gonna give it 3.
What?
3! It's not. It's a Goliath.
That's a lot.
It's a Goliath with an upside.
For Goliath? Oh my god.
What is a Goliath? The Goliath is not a 1.
Goliath is a 1.
Goliath is like a 2. Goliath like 2.
Not even a 2.
Alright. Okay, you're giving it a 1?
Yeah.
It's a 7 play point 5/6 with
Okay,
rush.
You're right. Okay, playing this card, at least you don't lose the game.
You don't lose the game.
You're right. Don't lose the game yet.
You don't lose the game yet. Yeah, it's not great. Pretty much anything under 5 is like mediocre, anyways. Pretty arbitrary. The numbers are pretty arbitrary. Giving our thoughts on them.
This is like the most accurate numbers ever. This is the point of the review.
Yeah, the review is the numbers. The numbers are just there, so we kind of just have a general idea. And it doesn't. We have no criteria, so the numbers just switch all over the place. 0 play point spell. Mark of the Unkilling. Banish enemy follower with 0 or less attack. Draw a card. Enhance 6. Banish any follower instead.
Banish an enemy follower with 0 attack or less. I don't know why they worded it like that, but sure, Psychic.
Or less. I don't know. Maybe there's a chance that we'll see a negative attack.
That would be crazy if we see a negative attack.
It heals you in it. Yeah, I don't know. When it works, this card's insane, right? If you get the right combo with this card, it's insane. 0 cost, banish something and draw a card. It's insane. But you have to combo it with the other cards. It has really high potential. And the low point is actually not that bad because it's just enhance. It's a 6 play point removal that kills something, draws you a card. It's fine. The low point of this card is not that bad, and the high points of the card is like really good. If the opponent leaves a Fran on board, this is really good against Fran. There's not many other zero cost followers in the game, in rotation right now, that are playable. But you're really supposed to be doing is comboing this with the other inculling cards to lower their attack, and then oh yeah, Shamu is also a good option with this card. So you take Shamu and you pick the card that reduces attack by your hand size. That's good. It's like a 5 play point combo that, or even not even 5 play point combo, because you can save the Shamu spell. A 3 play point investment into a 2 play point combo.
This card's a 0.
0? It costs 0? No.
Yeah, it fits with the theme.
Yeah.
0 attack, 0, give it 0.
This card's weird because it's potentially a 10, depending on the deck, but I think at worst it's a solid removal spell.
The thing with side games is they don't like supporting any archetype, so the card will never see support.
Nah, okay. You're crazy.
It's alright. 6? I don't think it's a
Look at
6 card.
the next card we're looking at. Discipline of Unkilling. It's another Goliath, okay? So it's already good. 4.34. Give an enemy follower -4 attack. That's a lot. Until you're in your opponent's turn. 4. And then you combo it with the other spell? That just says banish enemy follower. But you have to you have to match.
Tells me my opponent is a noob. Play that combo.
Oh, then you're gonna see that your opponent play this combo against you?
I'm just gonna laugh.
You're gonna be so sad.
Like 2-card combos in this game, especially like so situational, aren't that good. You need something super consistent at every single turn, and having a 2-card combo like this at turn 4 is actually really hard. And even if you do it, it doesn't give you that much. You don't win the game off of it. That's why I think it's like super. That 0 cost card is just super bad because it's so situational.
Yeah, but the worst situation is it's cost 6 and just banish something, draw a card.
It's pretty bad. Banishing at 6 is really bad, especially for 4s where you always have a curve and you always want board.
I feel like they want Forestcraft more of a control deck this time around, but I don't know.
They didn't do a good job.
I think this is a 4.
I give this one. Okay, this one is actually a 6. I'll give it a
Oh,
little bit higher.
a 6.
It's really
Oh
good.
shit.
Yeah.
Alright, I think it's good. You gave the spell a 0, but you give this a 6? Okay.
Because it actually does something. Reducing it to 4 is actually huge, and you evo it and you have a 5/6.
That's true.
Or something.
That's true. Hornet Soldier. 5 play point, 5/4. Choose, put a Hornet Warrior or a Hornet Sting in your hand. If you've played at least 2 other cards this turn, you get both of them. The Warrior is a 2/1 with... Oh, sorry, it's a 2 play point 1/1 with Russian Bane. And then the Sting is 3 play points, deal 3 damage to an enemy leader. To the enemy leader.
What is this competing with?
Force doesn't play 5 drops.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I guess Venus.
I'm always thinking of Jungle Warden, but the card is gone.
Yeah.
This card is just good just because Force doesn't have that much 5 drop.
Yeah, there's a reason why Force doesn't play 5 drops.
Yeah.
Because they want to activate their rain, and they want to fill up their board for Elf Song. They don't want to just play 5/4. Only time they want to play something that costs 5, if it has, if it's gonna do like 7 damage next turn. Like Ipira. What's good? Everything's good. The Hornet, like the cards you get, like the Hornet Warrior is actually very good. You get, but
Hornet Warrior is good. Sting is good. It's just like this is like a 2-up card. You don't play 3 of it. It doesn't win you the game, but it's just there. It just gets you something.
it gets you
I'll give it a 6.
6. Okay. I
Cool
don't.
artwork though.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. I'm gonna give it a 5. I don't think it's gonna see constructed play. Maybe like if the meta's really slow, but
I don't think Forest will see constructed play.
you don't see Forest. Forest is dead. It died with brambles. Apostle of Unkilling. Oh, sorry. That's
Oh, this one is good. This is Midnight beats with. Oh, I forgot about this card.
yeah. It's another good one, right? This one's actually, I think it's better for unlimited than it is for rotation. 5 3/6 with randomly put a spell in it that costs 1 play point or less from your deck into your hand. End of your turn, restore defense to your leader equal to the number of enemy followers in play. Its stats are insane. It's a 3/6 for 5. It's so big.
This card's just really good.
In rotation, what are the one cross spells you want to get? Or just Elf Song?
Airbound.
Oh no, sorry. Yeah, Airbound Barrage and Fairy Circle. Those are only two spells I think you'd be playing. It draws one of those.
Which is already really good.
It's already good.
Cards are nice.
Yeah, those are high quality cards. Airbound Barrage is probably fourth best card in the game, I think. That and then Brambles. But Brambles is rotated out. Oh, 1 point per less as well, so I can draw you the 0 cost spell, dude. Alright. I could see this card being pretty good in OTK Roach for Unlimited, because you draw you your guidance, your fairy circles, as well as healing you.
Eight.
8. Ooh, solid. Its stats are really good. It's hard to find fault in this card, really. Draws you a card, has really good stats, and heals you. There was days where we would like just be happy with a 2/3 that drew you a card and healed you for 5. This is 3/6. And tutors a card too, and then just draw you a card. I'm also gonna miss an 8. Very good card. I feel like it's probably Forest's best card that they've gotten this expansion.
Yeah, it says a lot.
This one's also very good. Luxglaive Veil, 7 play point 4/4 with Ward. Whenever an allied follower is destroyed, subtract 1 from the cost of this card. It has to be in your hand, I believe, for this effect to go off.
Correct.
Oh, I can do that. So it's a corridor creeper. I don't like comparing these kind of cards to other card games, but it's that. It also has Ward. So what's the how much would you pay for a 4/4 with Ward? That has like just doesn't do anything else.
4. That's like the maximum I would pay.
Yeah. The most I pay would also be 4, because that's just an overstated vanilla Ward card. And that's the only time you'd play it. You'd have to play a card that's kind of over the curve if it has no other effect. So for that to happen, 3 cards have to die in your hand, on the board for this to be at least break even. And anything more than that, it pays for itself, really. If you're playing a 3 play point 4/4 with Ward, that's really good. 2 play point is insane. 1 and 0 are just like absolutely crazy. But it's like kind of like a spell boost card in a way, where you have to get it at the right time. If you draw it later in the game, it's not good. It's not the worst top deck, but still pretty bad. So
This card is just
how early? If it has to be open your hand to really reach max potential. If not,
Yes.
how early? You think you can get this guy down? If you play, if you have the best hand for this, it'd be like turn 1, fairy circle, double fairy, and then you play like a 3-drop and maybe 2 things on turn 4. So like turn 5, this is probably going to be cost 3 if you have the best potential. So I think that's not that good.
Yeah.
It's not that good. Even at almost best potential, it's not that good. And you have to have like the perfect curve.
And you have to have this card in your hand.
You have to have this card in your hand, opening hand. So, I'm gonna give it a 4 then.
Oh really? Give it a 5.
All right.
Yeah.
I think the low end of this just kind of breaking in your hand is too bad. I guess like, yeah. I don't know.
It shouldn't break in your hand. It's just it doesn't do that much, and you have to like you said, the earliest play like turn 5. Even that is not that good.
Mhm. Yeah. Kind of think of it like a worse version of the 4/5. What's the card called? The Eagle Kick guy from Haven. Every time you play neutral, his cost went
Eagle
down.
Man?
Eagle Man, yeah. Yeah, it's the worst version of Eagle Man. Because your followers have to die for his effect to go down.
If you play it late for 0 cost,
Yeah.
it doesn't hold like Forest doesn't have anything to win the game with. So
Yeah.
even if you do that, your board is gonna be still filled with like 1/1s and
Mm.
stuff. It doesn't really impact that much.
Yeah.
And then they just get friendly Drake or Evil Eye Demon Evo, like
Yeah.
Demis, John. It's
Yeah.
There's too much things to counter it.
Mm-hmm.
4/4 isn't that good of a stat, especially on that thing.
Alright, Tia, Crystalline Noble. 1 with fanfare. Put a Crystal Eve into your hand. Change its cost to 3. At least 2 other cards were played this turn. And change cost to 1 instead if at least 4 other cards were played this turn. For you guys who know, it's a 4 play point 4/4 with no effects.
First 1 cost legendary.
Help a blood kid
yep.
in need.
I think it's really good. You have to play it just because you have to.
You think you just have to play it in Forest just because?
You just have to. Yeah, it's good. You don't go negative with it. You could go have a.
But is the upside good enough? Is a 4 play point 3/3? I mean 3 play point 4/4 good enough?
Anything that just generates something is good. You just have to spam board, and this thing makes you able to spam board. Like if you play as a turn 1, you fill out your curve on turn 4. If you play on turn 3, you have a 2/2.
It doesn't give you the Eve unless you combo it, I believe.
No.
Oh, always get the Eve? Okay.
Yeah.
You always get the Eve? Okay.
This is their best card that they got this expansion. And it's not even that powerful. It's just a good value card. You have to play it just because it's so like Forest. What else do you play with Forest that does this? Generates token, has a 1. It's a 1/1. I don't know. It's really strong. Well, it's not strong. It's just above average.
Hmm. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, it's good. Especially 'cause 1 play point cards in Forest are really good usually, if they have a good upside.
Also, you have fairy circles. So if you're kind of scared about like not being able to combo it,
I feel like Water Fairy did better though.
you replace this for Goblin.
Yeah.
I would. Pick.
Okay.
Goblin has 1 HP. I mean 1 HP more, which is probably a big deal. But I don't know.
I don't think Forest is going to be that much of an aggro deck anymore without Bramble.
That's true.
Bramble and Fairy Driver. Alright,
Of course. I'll give it step 9.
Oh, really? Wow. That's really
It
generous.
gets better over time.
Oh yeah, potentially more cards in the card pool. Gets way better. I'm gonna give it a 6 for now. You know, I'm gonna give it a 7 for now. You've influenced me. I thought this card was kind of not great.
When you talk about not great, look at this next one.
10 play point 66. Alright. Isudaya. Omen of Unkilling. Fanfare, change enemy leaders' maximum defense to 6. That effect is really, really good. But he costs 10. It's
This card is...
Omen of Kill You Next Turn. he has no ward, he has no rush. It doesn't impact the board in any way. It costs 10. But if you already have a board, you kill them next turn. You kill them the same turn you play them, right? If you have 6 damage already on board.
Trying to think of a situation like the maximum turn in this game now is turn 9. Everything kills you on turn 9. And this kills you on turn 11.
Yeah, the only time the game goes longer if someone's playing Tinko.
Yeah, exactly. Tanko, it's a straight shutdown to Tanko, but it doesn't do anything else against any other class.
Yeah. Shut down. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that's about it.
This card doesn't even get better with overtime. It actually gets worse.
Oh, actually, it could get better over time if there's a 0 play point card that does 6 damage.
Wait, that's crazy. They'll never do that.
But like in you'd have to generate it late game, kind of like the way the wolf does it. The wolf is a play point card that gives you a 0 play point kill spell.
They won't make that mistake. Even so, it's still like
It's still turn 10.
10, yeah.
But if you're playing a super defensive deck, that just instant kills on turn 10, pretty good. It's like impossible to play around. It might be good, because we've already seen that with old Elephant Forest, where they just play defensive, and then kill you on turn 10.
Those were like long time ago. This is like the times have changed.
Yeah.
10 play point is like, I don't think there's a 10 play point you ever play in a deck now. There's no 10 play point card at all. You never play it just because 10 drops are just bad.
Only 10 play point card is Fairy. It's not really a 10 play point card. Alright,
What you mean?
oh yeah, Noah.
Noah? Oh, yeah, my bad.
Alright, he's the Omen. He's the 6th Omen. I'm gonna give him a 4?
What?
His effect.
Was 0.
Okay, his effect is really, really, really good. His effect is insane. Just I can't really see a way that can abuse it. So that was Forest. Forest seems pretty mediocre.
The decks they also lost Berry Dragon, which you can't even Korowa combo anymore.
Yeah, they still have Korwa. They still have.
Korowa.
I feel like they can be like a mid-range Korwa deck. Run Tia, run Fairy Circle. Those are 2 new good cards. Maybe the Possible Unkilling. Let's just got some new cards for that kind of archetype, but I don't see the Omen of Unkilling being a thing.
Yeah. Should have cost 9. So the problem with him costing 9 is you get Elephant next turn.
Yeah.
So they didn't want that.
Yeah. They don't really want him to be automatically kill you on turn 10. They want him to be turn 11 is a lot more reasonable for an instant kill, like a guaranteed instant kill.
Like turn 9 for Giant Chimera is like super unfair.
Yep.
So they did.
Yeah, but Giant Chimera requires to be in your hand, like pretty early to do the instant kill. Where this guy, you just draw him whenever. And Giant Chimera, you have to build your whole deck around it. Yeah, okay, that was Forest. Move on to Sword.